Good morning, my friends, and welcome to Enlightened Fitness. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso. First, we're going to use high-intensity bodyweight interval training to help cultivate the body of a Tantric Sex God. Then we're going to use guided meditation to cultivate both the heart and the mind of a Buddha. So, typically I recommend a 5-step method. Choose water as your beverage of choice. Practice intermittent fasting where you eat only 1 or 2 meals a day, but make sure you get enough calories, 2,000, 2,500, somewhere in there. The third thing is have a low-fat, whole food, plant-based diet. The fourth thing is to use body weight exercises. The fifth thing is to organize those exercises into cardiovascular circuit training so that you work both your thoracic, your cardiovascular system, as well as your strength. Okay, so it doesn't matter how long you work out. If you eat a crap diet, you're going to get crap results. About 3 inches below the video, you'll notice a button that reads Show More. When you click that with your mouse, it'll reveal a list of links as long as my arm. The second link will take you to a page entitled Low-Fat, Whole Food, Plant-Based Diet, and you'll find a lot of resources, many free videos and video channels, many free PDFs. You'll also find many books written by physicians that are discount priced from Amazon. Here's one of them, the McDougall Program for Maximum Weight Loss. I'll read to you a passage. Hunger is more than being filled. Hunger is more than a mere need for bulk. If bulk were all we needed, we could satisfy ourselves with tire rubber. But hunger is a marvelously complex yearning to satisfy a complete range of nutritional needs. Hunger will not subside until we are nutritionally satisfied. And that satisfaction will not occur until we have consumed sufficient carbohydrates. Although filling the stomach may provide some initial relief, hunger will not go away until food enters the small intestine, where the food's components, particularly its carbohydrates, are absorbed into the blood and distributed to cells. Because of the paramount role played by carbohydrates in human nutrition, it follows that the ingestion satisfies the appetite no other component of food can. If you fail to consume sufficient amounts, you will continue to be hungry for carbohydrates. The result will be that you will likely overeat from all food groups, which will include lots of calories from fat and protein, in your efforts to consume sufficient carbohydrates. No wonder so many traditional cultures have made grains, tubers, and legumes the center of their diets. Hunter-gatherers consumed tubers as their starch. Agrarian communities turned to seed crops. In Europe, wheat and corn are the main seed crops. In Asia and Africa, people consume rice and millet. Starchy roots such as yams, cassava, a starchy root also called manioc, and potatoes are common in tropical regions. And that, my friends, is the passage that you get today. Quick reminder, all the questions you have about the workout, how to warm up using Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation, how to do the exact exercises I do, easier versions or more challenging versions are found in the videos whose links are listed below the video. You'll also find videos about teaching you how to sit comfortably, how to count your finger creases when you meditate, and of course, how to meditate itself. So, if this is your first time and you have some confusion, don't panic, just get curious and play with the links, and everything will be alright. Having said all that, let's work out. Of course, this workout will take place under the watchful auspices of the neighbor's cat. Okay, let's warm up using 2 repetitions of Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation. Okay, let's perform 5 circuits, 4 exercises each. First, squats, jumping. Oh boy. First press, piking. First thrust, straight. First, pull under grip. I guess that's to say, first chin under grip. Second, squat, jumping. Second press, crawling. second thrust, twisting. Second pull, over grip. Welcome to the third circuit. Third squat, jumping. That's the rice cooker. Third, press, hiking. Hey, kitty. Third thrust, straight. Third, pull, under grip. Welcome to the fourth circuit. Fourth, squat, jump. Fourth, press, crawl. Fourth, thrust, twist. Fourth, pull, over grip. Welcome to the Fifth Circuit. Fifth, squat, jump. Wow. Fifth, press, pike. Fifth, thrust, straight. Fifth, pull, under grip. Okay, that concludes this morning's high intensity body weight interval training. And you know you've done it properly if you're out of breath and dripping with sweat. Quick water, beverage of choice. I'm going to read a passage of an English translation of the root text by Kadmachagna Rinpoche entitled The Quintessence of Spiritual Practice, the Direct Instructions of the Great Compassionate One. With remorse for your past deeds, recite the lines of confession in the 6 syllables. What are the 6 syllables? Om, Mani, Padme Hum. We go into great depth of that in our first live weekly webinar. Milk-like nectar will then flow from the bodily form of Amitabha, enter through the crown of your head and fill up your entire body. All your misdeeds and obscurations in the form of liquid soot will stream out through your lower openings, as well as the soles of your feet. It refers to the anus, the urethra, and the 2 kidney points just behind the ball of each foot. And penetrate down into the earth where it is consumed by Yama, the Lord of Death. And so the idea is, the fundamentalists teach us that Yama is the Lord of Death and is the demon who judges our karmic negativities at the very end of our current life. The fundamentalists teach us that to him, our purified karmic negativities are like a sumptuous snack, which he eagerly devours. So the idea is the purification of our karmic negativities harm neither the earth nor the demons, but instead benefit the earth and the demons. This is an idea also explored in the Cho offering, also known as the Kusoli Sok offering, which we'll explore in a later lesson. By later lesson, I mean one of the live weekly webinars of the 2nd or 3rd quarter. By his satisfaction and contentment, your life debt has been repaid and the life ransom given. Your body then becomes immaculate as a crystal sphere. So, this is very much from the fundamentalist point of view, which is distinctly fear-oriented. From the liberal point of view, we go into the 4 qualifications of purification, which are selecting an object of your confession, enthusiastically applying what good karma you possess to the resolve to do good and not to do bad, and to purify your mind. And fourthly, the antidote. There are many objects of confession. The one referred to in Scripture is to take one's teacher as the team of all the root teachers, all the lineage teachers, all the Buddhas, all the Dharmas, all the Sanghas, all the Adams and all the Dakinis coalesced into one Buddha of light, the Buddha of infinite light known as Amitabha. We'll go into that in greater detail in another lesson. The second thing is the actual confession. So as a liberal, I've prepared a text for you, for my students of the, of the live weekly webinars, based on Karma Chagme's synopsis of the 4 sets of vows. The resolve not to do bad but to do good is not based in fear or guilt, but in intelligence and in love. Now the antidote, some people say the antidote is a 100-syllable mantra, a Vajra sattva. Some people say the antidote is to do more than 100 bows a day to the Assembly of Confessional Buddhas. But in this text, his goal is simplification. We simply use the 6-syllable mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. Now, as a fundamentalist, we're kind of like Lady Macbeth, madly scrubbing at an imaginary spot of blood on her hand that she can never find relief of. As a liberal, we practice out of pleasure and enthusiasm. Our pleasure to benefit all beings, benefit the earth, benefit the demons who are in charge of judging us. Whether they exist literally or simply metaphorically. For truly, we all judge ourselves. There is a component, at least one, if not more, visceral, intellectual components that guilt us and frighten us and judge us and condemn us. And by indulging in this way of satisfying them, we can move forward and let go of our fear and our guilt in a way that not only acknowledges the Buddhist objects of refuge, but also helps to center our energy in our central channel at the level of our heart and give birth to the wisdom trainings, once again, that we'll explore in our second quarter of live weekly webinars. By the way, the next series of weekly webinars begins Tuesday, the 2nd of July. Enough of that. As a liberal, I'll tell you, the three finest antidote to karmic negativities are compassion, love, and the wisdom of letting go. These are also the three finest ways of increasing your good karma. So I assure you today's practice will benefit you spiritually. I'm not going to frighten you into coming to weekly webinar. This class, these silent techniques I'm sharing with you, if you've been following along, and they're all free and they're all on the internet, will help you purify your bad karma, increase your good karma, increase your wisdom. Oh. The words of my people, Schwitzy. Oh. quick reminder, 3 inches below the video, there's a little button that reads Show More. When you click that, it'll reveal a list of links as long as my arm. And on the first link will take you to a page on my website where all the Enlightened fitness videos are organized. They're organized 2 ways. First, they're organized by length of workout. There's a box with 3-minute workouts, there's a box with 6-minute workouts, actually 2-minute workouts, 4-minute workouts, 8-minute workouts, 10-minute workouts, and 12-minute workouts. But within each box, the videos are organized by length of guided meditation. And every time I introduce you to a new technique, I explain it. There are guided meditations for 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 18 minutes, 21 minutes, and so forth. Today's today's guided meditation is going to be approximately 54 minutes long. It's all review. There's going to be no explanation. So if this is your first time watching my talking head, then go back, use that link I told you about, and find a 3-minute guided meditation. What's that? You say you've been meditating for 10 years, and you don't need no stinking 3-minute meditation. Well, my question to you is, where's your humility? For if your 10 or 20 years of meditation have not made you humble and resilient, then it's taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque. To quote Bugs Bunny. Literally dripping with sweat. What's funny is if you work out intensely enough, your body keeps sweating even after the activity is over, which is a very good sign. One of the goals of this workout is not only longevity and strength, but accelerated metabolism. The whole idea of the afterburner workout is that in just 12 minutes, you accelerate your metabolism for more than 30 hours, which is pretty damn cool. Please sit erect. Please place your left hand palm up in your lap. Please place your right hand palm up in your right. Thumbs do not touch each other. Pardon. Let's start with alternate nostril breathing, in through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. We're now going to switch to a one-syllable paradigm, left, right. Right, left. Both, both. We're now going to practice the union of completion stage Mahamudra with great completion stage Dzogchen. Put a finer point on it. It's going to be the Mahamudra. Helps us to rehearse the transference of consciousness at the moment of death. That's known as Poa. You start with love. Give to each great rebirth. Great rebirth out through crown. Where crown Om, releasing. Om, free. We're now going to practice the flavor of Dzogchen, known as Togal's leap over, which is nothing more than Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go that emphasizes sight. What's seeing, really seeing. See free. Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. We're going to practice now a second blending of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. Let's practice the Mahamudra of creation stage, Highest Yoga Tantra, also known as Maha Yoga. We're going to practice the Guru Yogas of gratitude. Thanks for what? Releasing. Thanks, teacher, releasing. Where heart free, releasing. Free, free. This Mahamudra also incorporates the completion stage, Anu Yoga, of Bliss and letting go. Now, we're going to practice the flavor of Dzogchen, known as Treksho, or cutting through, which is simply Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go that emphasizes sensation, be it physical or emotional. What feeling? Releasing. Feel free. Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. We're now going to perform a set of contemplations which are primarily sutric, although they blend into the tantric towards the end. They're known as Lam Rim, which I like to explain as steep path tamed with stairs. The three categories we're going to explore are renunciation, compassion, and the wisdom of letting go. Let's begin with renunciation. How this not satisfy? Don't be afraid to breathe deeply. Why turn from suffering's cause? How karma be quite just? How this chance be precious. And we're going to shift gears to Tong Lane's union of compassion that takes suffering and love that gives blessing. How could each be kind mo? Why take rage as black smoke? How are all more than me? Why give love as white light? In through nose, out through pores. Take rage smoke, give love light. Rage, love. Take fear smoke, give peace light. Fear, peace. Take sad smoke, give joy light. Sad joy. Now we're going to play with Buddha's wisdom of letting go. Remember, the only way this works is not through reasoning, but through treating these questions as if they were rhetorical. So be noticing the question on the in-breath and relaxing on the out-breath. We're going to start with sensation. We're going to reduce sensations. We're going to reduce that to a one-syllable abbreviation and call it SENS. How are SENS dependent? We could call it feels instead of feelings. How feelings always change. How feelings not be me. Imagine, if you will, a piece of paper and a pencil, and you can write words. Happy words, negative words, neutral words on the paper. What if you weren't the words? What if you were merely the paper on which the words are written? Fun idea to play with. How are sounds dependent? How could sounds always change? How could sounds not be me? How are sights dependent? How could sights always change? How could sights not be me? How's body dependent? How could body always change? How could body not be me? How is mind dependent? How could mind always change? How could mind not be me? How am I dependent? How could I always change? How could I not be me? This is explored rather effectively in the movie Revolver. It was directed by Guy Ritchie. You can get it off of Netflix. I enthusiastically recommend it. Now we get to the transition where the Sutra training blends seamlessly into the Tantric training. This is known as creation stages, Maha-yoga of divine pride. But since we're liberals, we base this not in faith, but in possibility and reason. How could body be dependent? How chain raising be dependent? How could body be like Chenre Zig? How could speech always change? How could Wani always change? How could speech be like Mani? How could here not be me? How could Potala not be me? How could here be like Potala? Where a fundamentalist tries to superimpose idealism upon reality, a liberal simply relaxes into the ultimate nature of both that is of the same taste. That is the difference that makes the difference. That's what separates the women from the girls and the men from the boys. That completes our first 24 minutes of guided meditation, and even though we have not been single-pointed, we are much more peaceful and joyful and resilient than we were. Let's continue. We're now going to just do a very simplified practice, just like the pendulum of a grandfather clock. Swings to the right and then to the left. We're going to swing from simple metta to simple vipassana, back and forth, back and forth. How wise, good, releasing. How wise, feel, releasing. Now to me, give wisdom. Now to some, give wisdom. Now to all, give wisdom. Now to each, give wisdom. Each wise. Pendulum swings to the left, and we return to Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go. What feeling? Releasing. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. Return to Meta's loving kindness. How love good, releasing. How love feel, releasing. Give to me love for all. Give to some, love for all. Give to all, love for each. Give to each, love for all. Each love. Vipassana is union of awareness and letting go. What hearing, releasing. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. That completes the 36th minute of guided meditation. Meta's loving kindness. How peace good, releasing. How peace feel, releasing. And now to me, give great peace. Now to some, give great peace. Now to all, give great peace. Now to each, give great peace. Each peace. Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go. What feeling releasing? How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. this ease. Meta's loving kindness. How joy good, releasing. How joy feel, releasing. Now to me, give great joy. Now to some, give great joy. And now to all, give great joy. Now to each, give great joy. Each joy. Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go. What's seeing, releasing. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. That completes our 48th minute of guided meditation. Let's continue with Meta's loving kindness. How health good, really releasing. How health feel, releasing. Now to me, give great health. Now to some, give great health. Now to all, give great health. Each health. Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go. What's seeing, releasing. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Grin with cheeks, releasing. Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. That concludes this morning's 54 minutes guided meditation. I invite you to join me for a gentle set of geriatric yoga entitled Untying the Heart's Knots. Please sit erect and release your hands behind your tush. Please open your chest and twist to the left. Please reverse. Give to each great wisdom. Back to center. Release the hands. Lace and lap. Swing them out and overhead. Bend to the left. While I give peace, releasing. Please reverse. Now to each, give great peace. Back to center. Release the hands. Let's make our way into downward facing fetal position that is also known as child's pose. Give to each, love for all. Please curl hands into fists. Please place knuckles on blanket at the level of the knees. Please rapidly straighten arms Ride the momentum into seated samurai position, which is also known as lion's pose. Please lace your hands behind your tush. Please open your chest, drop your head, roll your gaze up. What feeling, releasing. What hearing, releasing. What seeing, releasing. Please release your hands. Please cup your palms. Press your hands together so the center of each palm is hovering before the upper third of the chest. Please relax your shoulders down and twist to the left. Back to center. Relax the shoulders down. Twist to the right. Back to the center. Relax your shoulders down. Hands and knees in preparation for cat-cow asana. Open mouth, slack jaw. Please stand up. Place the weight on the major and minor ball of each foot behind its big and little toe. Subtle bend in the knees, hips thrust forward, hands laced behind the tush, open chest, drop head, roll gaze up. Please release the hands. Okay. I invite you to find the link entitled Class Materials. Go to that page and download the free latest version of the PDF entitled First Set of Lesson Texts. Each lesson concludes with 3 recitations, whose recitations that protect our good karma, share our good karma, and multiply our good karma. Recite them once every morning and once every evening. Within a very small number of weeks, you will accidentally memorize them. Let's continue. Those are the recitations that we're now going to recite whilst performing the next 4 bows. Come, let us practice 2 repetitions of Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation. By this virtue may we now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easy and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas, of devotion, awareness, love, and letting go. And now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. Everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. Everyone accomplish generously in this life. And let many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. I invite you to now join me. 2 repetitions of Vietnamese-inspired vows. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives by the Buddha of infinite light, emanating as my kind teacher. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. Ooh. Not sure if you can hear, it's summer break, so my little 5-year-old neighbor is playing outside. It's quite adorable. Well, my friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. I thank you for your enthusiasm to evolve, both physically as well as spiritually. I also thank you for your kind support. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Before I let you go, I wish to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I invite you to find the like button, click that, and to find, oopsie, let's try this again. Yeah, the like and the share button. A little confused right now. Let's see. At the very end of this video, in just about 30 more seconds, I invite you to find the great big YouTube button over here. Give that a click, it'll take you to your home page. On the left-hand side of the page, if you scroll down, you'll notice a tab that reads Manage Subscriptions. Give that a click, look up either Lama Jigme or Enlightened Fitness. To the right, you'll notice a blank or an empty box. Use your mouse to put a check in that box. That way, the next time I do upload a video, you'll receive an email notification from YouTube, which is pretty cool. Well, I told you about those links below the video. You could use one of those links to help keep this monk fed, which is quite easy, but not mandatory. You could use another link to actually register for the next series of live weekly webinars before that class fills up. When does that series begin? Tuesday, the 2nd of July. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.